Hello friends, welcome to Magic with Melly. This is a short reading about something to do with the likes of love. Love differs across platonic, across sexual, across romantic, and even parental situations. But this card is giving, there's a child involved in someone's like zone of protection. We have Knight of Swords and we have a Knight of Cups reverse and Ace of Pentacles reverse. This Ace of Pentacles is starting to tell me that there's somebody here that may have started a family with the wrong person. It's giving this 3 of Cups and 2 of Cups, like the 5 of Cups. The way that this person is looking at the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Cups behind him is like there's a connection that this person has. And it's really made them look at why other things didn't work out. They were never meant to. And someone was maybe too... This is another one of the extra, like the bonus lovers cards, because this deck has bonus lovers cards. So both of these came out now. And it's like giving like this... There's another baby on this card. But it's like this, there's wind in this woman's hair. It's giving like someone's gone with the wind. Because maybe a mother figure wasn't nurturing. Maybe maybe safety was some sort of an illusion. The world. We have worldly experiences, right? And as we live on this world, we learn things. And sometimes when we only pay attention to our physical, we can really miss out on like the greater and the most important things on a soul level. So someone was really just facing the material world and not listening intuitively to things. Like someone just, they didn't really know what fighting in the name of love was. Like they thought that they thought there was true love here, but it was not. And Spirit was even trying to show someone that it was not by like bringing in tower moments. But it's like those tower moments weren't seen as tower moments. They weren't seen as this isn't a stable situation and it's falling apart so something else can, so something better can fall into place. Someone didn't see this or know about this perspective with Spirit, that Spirit helps you when you're like, oh God, help me. He destroys what is making you cry out in this way. And maybe they started attacking here. And it was a connection. It was a whole household dynamic. And you're like, oh my God, that's my kid. That's my wife. That's my husband. That's my mom. That's my dad. That's my sibling. And you're like showing up to help them. And then Spirit has to stop. Because you're their veil of protection. You said, oh God, help me. God tries to help you, but then you're like, no, not these people. And they're like, God's like, but it is these people. It's like someone needs to trust God here. There is a godly connection, like a match made in heaven in this connection, in this reading. But there's a lot of karmic mess that someone needs to sift through. So let's see a message here to continue the reading. Thank you, Spirit. So first I see out is 10 of Pentacles. We're getting through this together. So 10 of Pentacles. Behind it is a 4 of Cups. Okay, thanks. And then we see a 3 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is giving like someone... 4 of Cups is like... This is exactly what I was explaining, like a match made in heaven or like an offer from God. Like you're like, oh, God, help me. So then God comes in and helps you, and you're like, that's not what I wanted. And it's like, it is what you wanted. You just didn't expect it to be that, like, you didn't expect your, like, the heartbreak. Like, God was trying to show you, this isn't it. This isn't your heart. This isn't love. This isn't, God was trying to show you. But instead, maybe it came in like too, like, you couldn't handle the truth. But now, like, more has come about, and you're just like, oh, me figuring this out was my option the entire time. Like, you have free will. God will help you. God will always be there when you need him. Not always when you want him, but when you need him, right? And it's like, you always had the choice to choose God or choose, like, ego, choose, like, the manipulation. Like, you had a choice in it. And it's like, that's why it's such a fine line to say, don't help your loved ones when they're going through something. Like, wait for them to ask you for help. And it may be suffering for you to just sit and wait, but it is what is needed at times, because you're being shown your place in it. So you could love someone so much, but if they're not good for you, God will show you that. Queen of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah, it's giving, like, if someone, like, you could feel so good around them, but if they're not good for you, that's like a different story. Like, someone could put up a front, like, someone could put up good, like, someone could put, like, a fun energy, but when you separate, how are you feeling truly? Does that make sense? Like Spirit's going to make sure it's going to be a good time. Okay, friends, my alarm was going off, but I was in the middle of saying, Spirit's going to make sure it's a good time because you wanted a good time. But Spirit's also going to warn you, like, when you're alone. Okay, like, and it's like, for me, I had an experience where I just couldn't handle being alone because I couldn't handle the secrets that Spirit was telling me. Like, I'm like, okay, these are my best friends in the entire world, because they were the best at the time, but they weren't going to be the best in my life, right? And so I was constantly triggered because my life purpose was kind of like showing up. It's like, I wanted to help them, and like, me helping them, they saw, like, it was just like some blurred lines kind of occur sometimes. But Spirit really wants you to take a look at the bigger picture here of, like, yeah, you may feel great when you're around them, but that's Spirit showing you your energy constantly. No matter where you're at, you're going to have a great time because you're the person that's great. But when you separate from those people, are you feeling some type of way? And what is it? Are you feeling amazing? Or are you feeling doubt? Or are you feeling, like, what are you feeling when you're away from these people? What are you thinking when you're away from these people? Like, because you're connected, right? You're still connected even though you're not in the same space, but because you're recently connected. So when you're recently connected, like, the thoughts come in a little bit stronger. But then as you distance yourself, like, sometimes when you distance yourself, you feel so much better. Like, you're like, wow, I haven't felt this way in some time. And it's like, I haven't talked to that person in some time, so I wonder what that means. And then, like, you connect with them, and then you're like, oh shit, okay. Like, someone's gonna be going through these experiences, and it's gonna be tower moments, but it's gonna, like, surrender to it. It's helping you get to that better life you're asking for. Okay? And that's going to be the reading, but I'm gonna, like, see. Okay, all of these want to flip. So Chariot, yeah, things are moving forward. There's all these cards that we read about earlier. So it's like, it's giving, like, and a lot of them are reverse. I'm going to read just the upright ones. So the Chariot is upright. The King of Wands is upright. The Hanged Man is upright. Three of Swords is upright. Okay. This is the energy that's current right now. There's all sorts of energies reverse. Someone is sifting through things. They're taking a lot of time, but they're taking their time, which is like, if they don't take their sweet time about it, it's going to be rushed, and you don't want anything half-assed anyway. So let it happen. You do you, boo. Really, like, this person, you don't have to worry about how attractive this person is to you. Like, you've already shown them what's good. Like, so you don't have to do anything more specific other than just continuing to be you and trusting, you know, you do the work, they're doing the work, and things will work out. Okay, friends? Bye. Stay magical.